for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast, the 6'4's getting switched. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton, but with that gang, they make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottom. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition.
Now this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Portland Snowhawks and the Chicago Bears. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second and a couple, Fields. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Inside handoff. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They get their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On third down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fielded at the 20. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometime.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
third down, they take a shot at the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now the drive to start with great field position is facing fourth down.
And Butker pulled it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap. Fields. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time at 2nd and goal.
That's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really...
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And a huge play that time. 47 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd and goal, Prescott. Touchdown from 3 yards out. And the Snowhawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Fields. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. To throw on second and 10, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Prescott off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Prescott. Touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Snowhawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Fields.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Fields on third down.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Fields on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance of victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe the kicker's hurt. So there'll be a lot of questions in the post-game press conference.
Makes the rest of this 4th quarter and the rest of this game very interesting. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will not be enough. 3rd and 5. He only gets 3.
Just for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right
there. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson. Patterson up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Dak. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Prescott. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Butker on for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
All eyes on Fields. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Game this has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That is just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now 1 possession, 1 field goal gets it done. They forced a lot of big turnovers in the regular season, Brandon, but none come bigger than that one right there. Here in the playoffs, they got a chance to put this one away.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now, what can Fields do here in overtime? Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run, first level being the D-line, and linebacker second level, and the secondary the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game. And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a nah flex. While you there looking depressed, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your dress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gone, yo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Battle. Petty don't matter. Far as the teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been to prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I? Work a plan now, can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that funky, about my face, wearing that monkey. Not that might give you life advice. Get some money.